Profit muscle. Thank you again so much for supporting. Thank you so much. I know a lot of you guys are saying what's going on here and what's going on there with some of the stories. Love y'all.
Why is it that so many people in music and Hollywood fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable, and even the...
Oh, Sugar Diddy.
Diddy, not Diddy, not Sugar.
You said Biggie, but you meant...
I'm sorry, I meant
Diddy,
to say Diddy, not Biggie. What is it with Diddy that so many... T.I. called him out. 50 Cent said one time on Charlamagne God's podcast, Breakfast
Club.
He says one time Diddy said, hey, let me go buy you some clothes. Let me take you shopping. He's like, well, you want to take me shopping? What are you talking about? So T.I. called him out. 50 called him out. But some people are afraid. What do you know about? Because some people are talking about there's Diddy involvement with Jamie and something happened because he was calling him out for some of the parties he was putting up. Is there anything you have opinions on Diddy? Have you had any experiences with Diddy?
No, just I knew him for a long time.
Got it. And with you, he was chill. He was good. He was
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
I knew him before he was Diddy. And I knew him for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him. I remember him. He used to have crates when he used to have my after parties and stuff. Also when they were throwing parties. I remember
This
him.
is when he was the CEO, founder of Bad Boy.
No, I don't
Biggie.
think he was Bad Boy yet. No, he
Really?
wasn't him. Damon Dash and all those guys. They weren't on yet. I was like the first street guy that really got on. I'm talking about a guy doing crime in the streets that became a television guy, and everyone knew he was a celebrity. He had fancy cars. I was the first.
This is all in Brooklyn.
I'm the first of our generation of that crew. The street hustlers that really blew up like that.
Were there power players in Hollywood where when you made it and they're like, we can really use this guy to make a lot of money, and they started calling you? Were they, like guys that people don't know, not guys like people know?
Hey, listen, I made all my money with my hands. I didn't need anything else. I did some Pepsi Cola commercials and all that stuff, but all the money I made with my hands, the majority of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, and a lot of people are in highlight reels because of you. On the opposite side, because of your hands, it was, and you entertain a lot of us.
Hey, I had a great teacher.
Yeah,
great teacher.
Yeah. The only reason I'm asking a question about power players is in the political world right now, you're seeing Tucker got fired, and I think you did something with Tucker, right?
I spent the weekend with him over time.
Yeah,
we hung out.
I thought it was great. Yeah, and you're seeing he gets fired, and you see Don Lemon gets fired, and you see all of these things happen, and one is on the left, one is on the right. I'm trying to see from a guy that's been in this space where there are guys behind closed doors that sometimes call the shots. Did you experience that, or was it more? It was more straight up than Of course, everyone's heard or read the stories about Don King and what that was like. I'm not talking about Don King. I'm talking people above Don King.
Hey, listen. What would be my purpose in telling you that? I don't know. I'm sure somebody else in a higher position that know more could tell you more. I don't know. I've never been to these secret parties and stuff that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed. They don't let me go, but I've never been invited.
You've never been invited?
No, I've never been invited to one of those strange parties everyone talks about.
Yes, you did, Mike, when Diddy tried to give you some.
Puffy helped me out,
That's the first I've heard about that. That's great, though. It's great.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, but
when Bill Burr tells Conan about the after parties that these higher ups go to, he says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "You haven't heard of these parties?" He says, "No." He says, "Look, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. We can just change the subject." And he changed the subject. But it was obviously a funny moment. But I guess, Mike, you've never been invited to those parties. So going back to
I'm an acquired taste, man.
You are acquired taste. I respect it.
I can't even say the things that was going on.
Mike, are you following what's going on with Jamie Foxx?
He's not feeling well.
Something's going on with...
Yeah, they said stroke. I have no idea what happened to him.
Yeah.
Can you pull that up?
Try to pull it up.
We were at a restaurant a couple months ago in L.A., and what was the restaurant? The steak, remember the restaurant in L.A.? Anyways.
Catch. The Catch.
Yes. And he showed up and looked really good, and then all of a sudden you hear the stories about Jamie Foxx moves to Chicago rehab facility.
Hey, listen, we can't anticipate our next breath. We don't know when we're gonna die. After we leave this, bad stuff can happen.
Is he still doing the movie or no? Is he still because wasn't there like stories of him playing your life?
Well, it was a possibility. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen now, but you know, it's a strong possibility.
Yeah, he
Because you know, Jamie's closer to my age, so in order to do him, they were gonna do what they did with Benjamin Button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
You remember that? They were gonna make
Brad
him
Pitt,
younger. Yeah,
make him look younger type of
Yes.
deal. Yeah, I mean
Interesting.
they know how to do that.
Scroll down a
absolutely.
little bit. Has there been any actual news on what this medical condition is? I mean, Jimmy Foxx was a young, vibrant, healthy guy, and all of a sudden, boom.
Listen. If we don't know by now, they don't want us to know.
Yeah.
You know what time? Come on, man, stop.
I gotta wake up.
Comedian wise, favorite comedian of all time. You've seen a lot of guys. Who do you like the most? Comic.
Oh man, so many people are getting mad at me. I'm from the '80s, and I just personally, I like Eddie Murphy.
Raw.
Yeah.
By the way,
There's other guys listening that surpassed him and all that stuff, but he was different. He was different.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
People say Tyson liked Eddie Murphy because he slept with them at the secret party.
I used to dream about doing that stuff.
I used to always want to be like getting invited to a Mike Tyson, Eddie Murphy party. Cause
Oh my God.
y'all used to have the fly parties and I never was on the list.
I can't even make my life. I can't even say the things that was going on.
Exactly. Eddie had bubble hair. I'll never forget this. I'm in Jersey and I'm keep hearing these little snippets because you know we ain't have no social media.
I wasn't there. I mean, I heard. I mean, we can't talk about
We
it.
started attacking photographers because we weren't accustomed to that.
There was a code of ethics about privacy.
A guy like us, right? The camera is like somebody putting a gun to someone else.
Absolutely.
I'm scared to talk about this stuff.
No, but get back to, let's go about industry. Our industry was crazy.
Since a recent video shared by Prophet Muscle on YouTube revealed Mike Tyson and Diddy engaging in a very bizarre action, folks have begun to speculate that Diddy may have invited Mike Tyson into his bed.
Well, I guess y'all know now who exposed Mike Tyson. Folks sleeping with men. I'm Prophet.
Kings and you know, that's killing me because I always like the word nigga, but it's gone now.
Me and my kingers are proud of you, Mike. To use that word kinga,
Have a great fight with Prophet Muscle.
I created that word kinga, which means we all people are descendant of righteous kings like God. To replace that negative word.
I see what kind of good person you were. Boom, that was it.
No sex, no drugs, no love, no party.
Kingas.
Subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, I got you.